TWB Podcast Hotline.
Yeah, now KJ, one of the hottest topics right now is the death of EliteXC, and I know everybody out there wants to hear your take on that. Were you surprised at how quickly the promotion ceased operations?
We weren't seeing I wasn't seeing eye to eye with EliteXC, on a number of things, but obviously for a company, to go under like that, there was probably a lot more things going on than just what the public sees. Maybe just because Kimbo lost. I mean, obviously that was one of the determining factors, but for you to go 55 mil in the hole, I mean, it's a cumulative of things, a bunch of things, over a couple of years. So, I mean, it is what it is, and they went under, and to me, it's no surprise, but maybe to other people.
Okay, and you mentioned the Kimbo fight there. Were you surprised that the Florida Athletic Commission ended up investigating that particular fight?
Was I surprised? I mean, I don't know. I just, I kind of read what you guys read on the internet. You know what I mean? When people say, on the interviews that, they were paid to stand up and what, I mean, I don't know. I wasn't really, you mean surprised that he was paid off or that the allegations came forward? What do you mean?
Yeah, I just mean, it's not something that we've seen in MMA before, someone investigating something like that.
Yeah, I mean, it was a surprise to me too, I mean, I don't know, a lot of crazy things goes on, I guess, behind closed doors.
That's a good point, man. Now, obviously, you had a feud with Nick Diaz throughout your time with the EliteXC. When you defended your title successfully in Hawaii over Yves Edwards, what were your thoughts when Nick Diaz was brought into the cage afterwards? Do you feel like EliteXC disrespected you, your family, and your fans by allowing him to come in the cage?
I mean, I could understand, how they want to build up for a next fight, but I don't know, just kind of took away from the fight and all the training I did to fight top contender like Yves, but I don't know, just kind of showed you what type of company EliteXC is. I mean, that's why they're under. So.
Well, that's a fair point. And down the line after the incident, EliteXC wanted you to again face Nick Diaz in a rematch for the belt, and that was obviously a big dispute that you guys had. What were some of the reasons that you didn't want to fight him again so soon? I mean,
the number one reason why it didn't happen was because they wanted to pay me 3 times less more money than the guy I beat the crap out of. So it basically came down to money. I had defended my title successfully, and they wanted me to fight him, which I was perfectly fine with. It was built up, all the drama behind the scenes, whatever, and they wanted to pay me 3 times less money. I told them to go screw themselves. I wrote them a letter telling them I would give them the belt back, and in return, they don't say anything about that, and they strip me of the belt, making like they're taking it away from me. They didn't know. Nobody knew that I wanted to give it back because I don't want to get paid 3 times more money than the guy I beat the crap out of.
Am I right in saying that you actually found out about being stripped of the belt via the internet? Is that correct?
No. I found out at dinner with my friends when I had 20 calls from a bunch of reporters. I was like, "You've been stripped." "Oh, really? Have I?" "Yeah, look on the internet." "Oh, okay." Nobody told me.
How very professional.
Wow, that.
Yeah, but nobody knows that. I wrote them last time I'd give them back the belt. So I don't want. They're gonna treat me like that. If you're gonna treat your champ like that, I don't want to be your champ.
Yeah. One more Nick Diaz question. Say down the line some promotion came to you and said, in a year or two, we want to put together a rematch between KJ Noons and Nick Diaz. Would you take that fight, or do you just, is that something you would even consider?
Yeah, of course. Of course I would. It's a great fight. I think it'd be a great fight, And it just has to make sense, I'm not going to fight a guy for 3 times less money I beat the crap out of. I think anybody could, I think that would make common sense to anybody, especially if you were the champ. But, no, as long as it makes sense. I mean, now that EliteXC's under, if any promotion wants to do it, hey, let's make it happen. Call me up.